bringing you the news and information you need from the people making a difference. This is Comcast Newsmakers.
Well, thank you for joining us. Having raised a number of children myself, I know some of the problems that there are, especially these days with budget cuts. And it's up to the parents to take a hold of that and say, by golly, we're going to do something about it. Just by coincidence, we have two young women who are doing that very same thing. My immediate right is Crystal Brown. Nice to have you here, Crystal. And Holly Carver. They're on the PTA board from Sherman Elementary School. What brought you to this point of taking action on your own?
Well, we felt like it was about time. I think parents for a long time have been involved at different levels, but when we've been hearing about budget cuts year after year, and this year we decided to say enough is enough. And we feel like we do have a powerful voice, and we can have a powerful voice and make a difference. And so that's why we decided to organize the town hall meeting so that our voice could be heard.
Okay, and Crystal, what about these town hall meetings? Give me a little background on that.
Well, I think it really stemmed from what Holly was saying, is not only do we feel like it's the right time, it has to happen now. It's so critical for the future of San Francisco, for the future of the children. So we didn't know what to do, and we looked around, we talked to principals, and we were sitting around the table with the principal and the teachers, and they said, why not a town hall? Why not, get the right people in the room? Someone in the Bay Area has got to figure this out. And we thought, all right, let's put a town hall together. Let's bring everyone together on this.
Okay, now let's point out too. You have three.
I have three kids.
Children. You have two children.
That's right.
That's 5 young lives that are, at risk here if they don't get the right education. And when you have a meeting like this, who do you want to be there?
Well,
aside from the parents, I mean, obviously the parents.
That's exactly it. We want parents from the entire city to show up. That was the point, and we want to make sure our legislators are there. We want to make sure that the innovators in the Bay Area are there. We want to make sure that the superintendent shows up, the board of supervisors, the board of education. This is a team effort because it's about the future of the city. It's about the future of the children who will be adults in the workforce here. It's not just about our 5, but it's about all the children.
Yeah, and one of the points that's sort of an underlying theme here is you wanted to keep families in San Francisco. And a lot of people left the city over the years because the schools weren't, in their mind, were not good enough. You had to go to a private school, which were expensive. So there's more to it than just this individual school. You're right. It's about the education and keeping the sort of the flavor of the city with families. It was a middle-class city. Now it's difficult to be a middle-class person in San Francisco.
Right. I mean, public schools are supposed to be the great equalizer, right?
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what family you come from or what neighborhood you come from. You can go to your school and get a great education.
Right.
And we see that at Sherman Elementary. Absolutely, we are seeing an enormous variety of families and enormous diversity coming together, and the kids are learning well. Yeah. But we're down to the bone, and it's getting worse. And so that's why that helps, what do we say, never waste a good crisis. We're in crisis mode.
Who would you like to see at the meetings? Name names. I mean, would you like to see Gavin Newsom there? Would you like to see Board of Supervisors?
Well, everybody's been tremendously responsive to us. Senator Leno's going to be there, Assembly Members Ma and Amiano.
Oh, yeah. They've all been on the show, by the way.
Right, good. Yeah. Well, they're the decision makers. They're the lawmakers. We need them there so they can hear what we have to say, that this is a critical issue for us.
But also, sorry, also the business community, the nonprofit community, they have a role in this, that they need to support the education of the members of their state. If you're going to run a business here, you want to bring in.
Have you set up a date for some of these town hall meetings, or just a general idea when you might want to be doing this? Or
well, we kicked it off with a town hall on February 25th.
Oh yeah.
And we think it's the beginning of the conversation. We're working really hard to keep the momentum going. We want to create a powerful parent lobby. There are lobbies in all kinds of different. The line items are protected by powerful lobbies, and we want to be that lobby for parents. We want them when we come down the hall to say, "Oh, here comes the parent lobby."
You know what? You're scary. You would both be very scary. That's great. I think it's really great what you're doing. Crystal Brown and Holly Carver, they're on a PTA board taking some matters into their own hands, along with the help of other people from Sherman Elementary School in San Francisco. Thanks for joining us. Good luck with this.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.